So you've dipped your toes into the massive ocean of non-fiction books, and it's mind-boggling, isn't it?
On one side, you've got your top-notch, well-researched books that can genuinely change how you see the world. On the other, you've got the commercial pseudoscience books that doesn't really teach you much.
But then there are the in-betweeners, the books that aren't amazing but aren't rubbish either. We're going to call them mid-range non-fiction. So how do you make the most of these not so good, not so great books? In this video, we're going to dive into the art of reading mid-range non-fiction with a healthy dose of critical thinking. Get ready to boost your reading game and learn like a pro. Now, before we dive into the how-tos, let's clear up what we mean by mid-range non-fiction books, shall we?
These are books that may not be highly acclaimed or deeply academic, but they are not devoid of merit either. They often contain a mix of valuable insights and less substantial content. The key is to discern useful information from the noise.
Alright, so you might be wondering, what's this critical thinking malarkey all about? Well, it's about taking a step back and looking at the information with a sharp, objective eye.
It means asking tough questions, sniffing out biases, and weighing the evidence to come up with a logical conclusion. When applied to reading mid-range non-fiction books, while filtering out unsupported claims,
question the author's intentions.
Why did the author write this book? Is it to inform, persuade, or sell a concept?
What is the author's background?
Understanding the author's expertise and biases can provide context to their arguments.
Analyze the evidence. What type of evidence does the author provide?
Is it anecdotal, statistical, or based on peer-reviewed research?
How credible are the sources?
Check the references and citations to ensure they are reputable. For example, a book on diet fads might use testimonials rather than scientific studies to support its claims.
Spot those logical fallacies.
Keep an eye out for classic blunders like strawman arguments, false dilemmas, and personal attacks. Don't just take things at face value. Break down the arguments to see if they actually hold up. Take this example. If a book claims one single thing is the cause of a complicated problem, they might be oversimplifying it. So keep your wits about you and be ready to spot dodgy reasoning.
Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Cross-check what the book says with other trustworthy sources. See if the claims hold water and whether experts in the field generally agree. Say you're reading a book about some radical new investment strategy. It'd be wise to compare that with tried and tested financial advice. So be smart and always double check your facts.
Reflect on your own biases.
Be aware of your preconceptions and how they might affect your interpretation of the book. Stay open-minded but skeptical, balancing curiosity with critical scrutiny. For example, if you're reading a book that aligns perfectly with your beliefs, be extra diligent in questioning its claims.
Remember, it's okay to agree, but it's always wise to question. Right then, let's get back to brass tacks with some handy tips for tackling those mid-range non-fiction books. First things first, get scribbling. Don't just read passively.
Write down key points, questions, and counter-arguments as you read. Engage in discussions with friends or online communities to gain different perspectives. Hearing different perspectives can broaden your understanding of the book. After all, two heads are better than one, right? So there you have it. Mid-range non-fiction books can be a goldmine if you dig deep and stay sharp. Don't just take everything at face value. Ask questions, check the facts, and watch out for dodgy reasoning. And don't forget to keep your own biases in check. Remember, the real prize is engaging with the book, not just reading it.
So go on, give it a go, and get the most out of your reading. Thank you for watching. Until next time, take care.